The fate of Joseph McIntyre is in the hands of the jury.
McIntyre faces several counts of arson and home invasion in connection with a series of fires that were set between July and October of 2010 in Grand Rapids and in Kentwood.
Well, 24 Hour News 8's Joe LaFurgey is live in Grand Rapids with what the jury is dealing with now. Joe?
Hi, Brett, Emily. Well, the jury began their deliberations about mid-morning. Now, on the surface, it appears that jury's task isn't all that complicated. After all, McIntyre has admitted to setting a number of those fires, but his attorney presented the rarely used insanity defense, claiming McIntyre is mentally ill, that he could not control his urge to set fires. The prosecutor argued that McIntyre could control himself. Here's where it gets complicated for jurors. They have 4 choices on each of the dozen or so counts. We're talking arson counts as well as home invasion counts. Those choices: guilty, not guilty by reason of insanity, and guilty but mentally ill. So they do have the work cut out for them. Now, about an hour into deliberations, jurors were brought back into the courtroom with a question on the elements needed to find a defendant guilty but mentally ill. Now, the jury is not told of the penalties these charges carry. They don't want that being part of their final decision. But we checked and we found the first 2 choices, guilty or not guilty, would either send him to prison or set him free. Not guilty by reason of insanity would place McIntyre in a mental health facility for treatment. The court would monitor his progress. There is a chance the court could eventually order his release. That all depends on how well his treatment goes. Guilty but mentally ill would still send McIntyre to prison, but would also require the Department of Corrections to provide some mental health treatment while he is behind bars. Obviously, we are in the courthouse. We will be monitoring the situation throughout the afternoon, and we will let you know if and when a verdict comes down. Live in Grand Rapids, Joe LaFurgey, 24 Hour News 8.